Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At center, Isaiah Stewart. At point guard, Kemba Walker. At power forward, Boyan. And now, introducing the Boston Celtics.
Welcome and good evening. And we are just about ready to get this one underway. But before we do, let's turn.
Thanks very much, guys. Well, the Celtics are developing chemistry. Robert.
Veteran leadership. David, that's why we follow you. And you're a veteran on this crew. Great to have you with us. Thank you for the report. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Bogdanovich out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Walker in at the point. And for Boston, up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Brown out there with Holiday. And it's Griffin in at the 5 down low. Both these squads, man, Brent, they play hard on the defensive end, don't they? Did you enjoy playing in games like this?
No, Kevin. Why would defense? Why would I enjoy playing against a good defensive team? I want to score. But we will appreciate what we get tonight with these guys. Great effort, great grit, and we'll see who will come out on top.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
First trip to the line for him here.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
He misses the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got 5 points so far.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And the dunk by Brown.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around.
Count it good.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And Walker kicks to Bay. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Bay. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Bay's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
What an athletic move by Tatum, going up like nothing could stop him.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Knocked away. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Heat. Cunningham outside. Clock at 6. Back to Walker. Second chance shot. Bogdanovich, no luck.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he laid it straight up and in.
2 minutes.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. They trail by 7. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
And you want to respond in kind, but that last game was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. They ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Noel's checked in for Bogdanovich. Burks comes in for Sadiq Bey. Diallo, he's checked in for Cunningham. And Ivy subbed in for Walker.
Defense doesn't want to get in the way of Stewart on plays like that.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now, here's Ivy. D right on him. Back to Noel. Burks on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by Williams.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
White, good.
Running around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Bulls in Chicago. Ivy, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Here's Brogdon, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Alec Burks. For Malcolm Brogdon, he comes from a family, Greg, where education comes first.
And well, Malcolm earning his degree plus a master's while in college. His dad, brother, lawyers. His mom involved in higher education. Brogdon may be the smartest guy in the NBA.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ivy. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Brogdon. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here comes one, leading the fast break. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Diallo, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Detroit shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That free throw good from Diallo. Second free throw, no good. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Brogdon leading the charge. Samanic passes to Tatum. Here's the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
And your Celtics, you
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
You know, as the regular season, Greg, winds down, you can feel things start to change around the league, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, some teams are getting totally in the zone for the playoffs, while other squads are using this time to plan for next year and try to figure out what went wrong.
Brown out there with Williams. Then it's Griffin. Then it's Holiday. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And a fast break now for the Celtics. That shot misses. And Detroit the other way now. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Here's Cunningham. Softly drops in the floater.
Pretty nice release from Cade Cunningham that time. Soft touch and arc on that ball.
Holiday the pass to Pritchard. Griffin trying to get open. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pistons trail by 9. Here's Ivy. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Williams.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed, plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
Al Horford's checked in for Williams. Now here's Brown. He has 7. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Inside, here's Noel. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Here's Horford. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Ivy. And it's sent back by Horford. Holiday goes in. And he uses the glass on the lane. Holiday's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
This is how you ruin an opposing team's defense. Holiday runs inside and finds the easy shot there.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And here's Celtics.
A different look here for Detroit. Stewart checked in for Noel. And it's Kemba Walker in for Ivy. Cunningham outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Cunningham's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
And here's Walker outside. That one doesn't go. Now the Celtics take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Tatum, he's checked in for Griffin. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Drew Holiday. And it's White in for Pritchard.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Diallo. Following the basket by Derek White. The kick out to Walker. Shoots from 8. Here's Bogdanovich. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Tatum. Brown the pass to White. Shoots over Walker. Stolen by Walker. There's the pass to Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Tatum, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. That's 12 points for Jason Tatum.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Walker, and it's sent back by Horford. And they get it back. Stewart against Horford. 6 to shoot. Here's Walker. And finally they hit one. Walker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Walker is elite when it comes to getting free and knocking it down from the mid-range.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Diallo. Sweet little floater. Diallo's got 5.
And what a great dime there from Walker, serving that one up on a platter.
Boston leading by 11. Here's Brown. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brogdon's got his 3rd assist on the night. So it's Detroit now. And Derek White picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
It's his 2nd foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Grant Williams.
Here's Walker. He has 5. Pass to Burks. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Stewart. And so it's the Boston Celtics. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
For your Celtics,
Kevin, thanks. New Orleans, you guys had a tough time stopping their offense in the first half. What do you have to do differently?
We got to protect the paint. They're getting way too many easy baskets. That's us communication on front and the post, and, just communicating a lot more.
We'll see if those changes stick. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. There was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline at the offensive end. It's not about getting the quick shots, it's about getting the quick shots. If you want to know how that approach is working, just check out their field goal percentage.
And Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
The energy on D stood for disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Cunningham and Bay share the wing duty. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Walker in at the point guard position. Holiday finds Tatum. Drives to the hoop. The offensive rebound. Pistons trail by 13. The kick out to Cunningham. And the shot is long.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Brown, good. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Offensive rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. Stewart trying to get open. Bogdanovich, no luck.
It was an ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Tatum kicks to Holiday. to the middle. And it's denied.
No, sir. Stewart not letting that one go.
Here's Walker. Bay wide open, and he fires. Detroit, no good that time either. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. In the corner, Bay with it. And stolen by Tatum. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Walker, and it's sent back by Horford. Here's Brown. The shot's good. Griffin making the play. 15 points for Jaylen Brown.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Walker the pass to Cunningham. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it. Make the adjustment.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. Noel's checked in for the Pistons. Ivy comes in for Walker. Cunningham outside. Knocks down the step-back Jay. Cunningham's got his third bucket of the night.
Some retro action from Kate Cunningham, the mid-range Jay.
Good on the shot.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pistons trailed by 19. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make six figures playing for G League at night. Many years going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. Here's Bay, following the basket by Blake Griffin. To the inside. Noel misses the layup. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
That's an incredible move by him on what's been an impressive night all around.
Detroit, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 23.
You flash back to Sadiq Bey's rookie season, and as the Wildcat came into the league, he hit the ground running. Really impressive, just control and demeanor and poise on the court, finishing 4th in Rookie of the Year voting.
Now, here's Ivy, following the miss by Al Horford. Here's Stewart. That shot, no good. Nice D from Griffin. Brown dishes to Tatum. Fires the three. Rebound by the Pistons.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Ivy with the bucket.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
And Boston has possession following the bucket by the Pistons. And it's Brown missing. Pistons trail by 21. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Tatum, it's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now, here's Ivy. He's got 7. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Williams, Holiday out there with Derek White. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Zamanic in at the force. It's the Boston 5.
It's an experienced decision by Holiday to fire that pass to the open man.
Here's Walker following the bucket by the Celtics. Going inside. And the dunk by Stewart.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
And you don't want to lose sight of the smallest man out there. Kemba Walker can make big things happen.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Walker. Poke loose. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Stewart. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And there is no quit in what Isaiah Stewart will do on the glass.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. With social media and the cult celebrity, a lot of pitfalls for players. Brent, is the NBA doing a good job preparing them to face those very public challenges?
It's a really good question, Kevin. And I think what's interesting is to study players who've been in the NBA for a while that are embracing social media versus what you're seeing with younger players who have grown up with social media and how they handle that dynamic coming in. And I think, quite frankly, the younger players are a lot better at doing it than some of the older players.
Boston making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Bay comes in for Alec Burks, and Ivy subbed in for Diallo. Bay. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there from Williams. White inside. The rebound by Ivy.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Looking to get it going, and the layup good by Bay.
Well, that's going to help Bay's confidence there.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Over in the corner, White. Lets it go with a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Assisted.
Well, when Bay is coming at you like that with that kind of momentum, tough for the defense to interfere.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Pistons trail by 21. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Al Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Ivy. Nice jump shot from the top of the key.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Horford kicks to Griffin. Tatum against Bogdanovich. Here's Griffin. Rebound, Detroit. Stewart's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Ivy with the second effort, and he gets the bucket.
And chasing after the play. Nice work by Ivy getting in there and winning the second chance opportunity.
Outside Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Pistons. Stewart's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. That one goes. Count it.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Taken away by Holiday. Shoots over Walker. The shot by Holiday, no good. Walker looking for an opening. To the paint. To halt the run. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Walker against Holiday. And he lays it straight in.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
At the line for your Celtics.
Both free throws good from Drew Holiday.
So many things have changed around Drew Holiday. The one thing that's been a constant is that he's a hard worker, such a great all-around player who likes to be a leader, and he has been for this ball club.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a critical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Blake, you really got it going inside tonight. Was that one of your primary objectives?
Yeah, that's something we talked about. You know, we talked about not being complacent, settling for jump shots, talked about getting to the hole and playing stuff on defense, and I thought that's what our guys did tonight.
Really controlled the paint at both ends, Blake. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and